Okay, so
We taught
you
those
wanna play this game and have some fun and not worry about money so much and blah 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 blah. If you're watching this tutorial, I'm gonna show you how to set up a new settlement, like just a basic, just get it started, and also how to set up your supply line. But first, let me show you a settlement that I've had for a while, and what a efficient settlement looks like. Okay, so this one, let me go into my workshop so I can show you what's going on here. This is outputting 750 purified water for me. I just went nuts on this one. Just had some serious fun. Once I saw the opportunity that I could put in some make a water farm, basically a purified water farm here. I had to see how insane could I do this, and so I don't have that many settlers here. 16. I'm probably going to send more away, but what I generally do is when I get a new settlement. I'll just get the basic water, food, and defense going, and then set up a supply line. That's it. So I'm going to show you how I do that in a second. But this one is kind of like when you revisit your settlement, this is something you're going to want to aspire to, is max efficiency for that settlement. So this one just happens to have access to water. So right away, I'm like, this one is going to be a water farming settlement. And that's why you see a heavy emphasis on me like going nuts on this settlement's natural resource. Okay, so I've got a 100 watt or whatever, 100 unit generator back down there in that building, and then also I'm not going to go down there to show you right now, but underneath that barge or pier, I also have water pumps. I mean, I stuck water pumps wherever I could down here. Okay, and then also because I'm going to be farming water, I want to have a ready available store for after I go to my workshop and wherever that workshop is. Okay, it's right here. So you spawn into the settlement. You're going to go to your workshop and you're going to grab your excess purified water that's been harvested from your workshop, and then bam, you come over to your store and you sell as much as you can. And the thing is about stores. So again, I'm going over what you're going to end up doing versus what you're going to do, and then I'm going to show you how to do that. Resources. Let's go to a store. I generally set up a general store right away because they have access. They have like when you're going to need salvage material, scrap. You can get huge shipments of different various resources from your general store versus now ammo. The clinic, they also have them, but I found that the general store is the one that has the better materials that you can buy later. Anyway, so go for this one as soon as possible. Either one of these two, they're both the same. They just have different cosmetics. Go straight for. You're gonna have to unlock the perks for this, but once you have unlocked the perks for one of these, they're the same store, just like I said, different cosmetics. You're gonna over there on the far right where it says cap collector. That's gonna have this store is gonna have the most caps available to it whenever you go try to barter and trade. If you have one of the other stores, the medium versus the smaller store, then obviously you're going to have less caps. Okay, so that kind of explains what's going on here. Now, I do also set up my mut fruit and my corn as well, and then potato plants if I can. But again, this farm is primarily for a water farming farm. And then just basic defenses. This place is awesome. If you get access to this, here, let me show you what it is. I know I'm taking a long time to get to the actual settlement, but you know what I'm saying is, I will let you know well, you're probably going to watch this on YouTube, so just skip to like the middle if you really want to just get to the guts of setting up a new supply line and a basic, a brand new settlement. So here I am at Kingsport Lighthouse. You're going to want eventually these videos, the content that I'm covering right here, it connects because this is what you're going to aspire to, and then I'm going to show you where you're going to start out. This place has a very awesome natural defensive perimeter. It's up high on a cliff. The where the raids usually come in is they have to come down this street in order to get into come up through here. So I've got a little turret here if they even make it that far, and then my guard post and more turrets right there. That's all I've really needed for this place. Okay, so let's get into I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to cough into your mic. Let's go to a supply line, and let me show you where I need to set up a supply line. So let's go to my data work tab, over to workshops, and then show supply. Wait, that's not. I want to go to map. Woo! Let's go to your map, and then click on the bottom. You'll see options. You want to show your supply lines, what you have. This is how I do my supply lines. Okay, I just connect one supply line to the next one, and then I'll go to this one, and I'll connect this one to the next closest one, so on and so on, and basically just create like a circular, kind of a circular pattern. Every now and then you'll get something like this where you can't really I guess you could. I just every now and then you'll get some that kind of veer off. All right, here is where I have a brand new settlement. Nobody lives there, and I need to connect it. So I'm going to go to Jamaica Plains. This is where I have sent some people. I've got 7 people living there. Who lives? I don't have that many people living in there. Let's go 7. What is that? Spectacle Island? Oh, yeah, that's a cool place, too. All right, let's go to Jamaica Plains, because that's where I'm going to start sending. I'm going to set up a supply line from Jamaica to Murkwater construction site. All right? And then I'm going to go to Murkwater, and I'm going to show you, because that's a brand new settlement. Let's fast travel to Jamaica. Do, 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 do. I don't know if you can hear the music. I like listening to the Wasteland radio. Anyway, the first half of this video, if you don't really want to, well, it's kind of pointless to say it now. You should have already skipped. So if you're trying to skip through my video, this is where I cover the content of the brand new settlement and a new supply line. And something that I do when I first get to a place is I say, oh my gosh, why is it so dark? I'm sorry, I'm gonna sleep until 8 a.m. 7 hours. 8 hours should do it. I like to work in the daytime. Well, for this tutorial, I'd rather have it, during the day. All right, I'm rested. It's daytime. All right, where are we? Jamaica Plains. I know this place. Okay, I turn off my beacons because I like to tell the people where I want them to live. I don't want to show up at a settlement that I haven't visited in a while, and then all of a sudden, like, 20 people are living there. Okay, so I quick save before I do anything because I've been having issues with my PlayStation. It's been freezing on me. All right. Here's the tip: when you get to a new settlement that you haven't really done too much with, go to resources, and we're gonna build a bell. Miscellaneous, and there is a dinner bell. Well, it's just a bell. Okay. And what I do with this is it helps me to get the people, instead of me running around finding the people, they will come a running, and then I go back into workshop, and then you can easily see who's got a job and who doesn't. All right, so this guy is not working. He's not doing anything. This at the top of your HUD, you want to kind of like look and see what's going on. I've got 7 people that live here, 6 food resources, 6 water, minimal power. I think that's basically just for a turret, and if I have that, so and a maybe I have a turret powered and the beacon. Defense is doing really well, and I have just enough beds. All right, this place I don't really see a lot of need for a water farm. So, but look at all this. Look at all this cheddar. Look at all this land. I'm clearly down the road going to turn this into a. I already started it, I guess. A carrot farm. I'm gonna get rid of. No, I'm sorry. I meant to say I'm gonna get rid of these carrots, and I'm gonna turn this into a corn, mut fruit. Sorry again, and a what's the other one I like to use? Corn, potato, and mud fruit. Again, because those you can craft into usable resources. Let's go ahead and assign this guy to a supply line. And I'll come back later. And so we're going to supply line him. And I said I'm going to send him to, I think it was Murkwater construction site. But just in case, if you forget, we're going to go back into my map, show my supply lines, and down here is where I'm trying to... So Murkwater construction site needs to be connected. Let's go get him again. So we're going to supply line, Murkwater. So down at the bottom, you saw how it had options if I wanted to move him to a new location, if I wanted to set up a supply line, or I could command him to a job. So let's go to Murkwater, confirm. And now, just highlight over him again, and you'll see he is set up to be a provisioner. Now he's on his way to Murkwater. And to show you that it worked, I'm going to go back into my map, show my supply line, L1. For me, it's L1. And look, now they're connected. So what that does is, whatever resource I have for Murkwater are now accessible through any workstation. Now, there's something that it does not do. It shares the resources, like if you're building something, a new compound, and you want to build a generator. But at that particular compound or settlement, you don't have the resources. But once I connected Murkwater, now I can go to Murkwater, which I'm going to do right now. I'm so sorry. What that does is now I can build with resources that are from all the other settlements. Unfortunately, what you cannot do is you can't go into your workstation. Okay, let me show here. Let's see what we have at Murkwater. Transfer. See, this place, this is perfect. This has absolutely nothing. There are no resources at Murkwater right now. I haven't salvaged anything. So if I wanted to build a recruitment beacon, if I wanted to build a turret, if I wanted to build anything, I couldn't unless now it's established to that supply line. And this also shows you what I was trying to tell you about. Like, you can't just like, say I had a store here at Murkwater. Let's just fast forward to say I already have a store. I have a store established, and I want to sell my purified water. That all the water plants that are water farms that I have to go to each individual settlement and pull those resources out of the workstation, because as you can see in this workshop, I don't have I don't have the ability to do Kylo and Ray and just pull the resource, from, out of nowhere. You have to physically go there to interact with those resources. But for whatever reason, they set it up so that you can use the resource through the building workshop HUD, but you can't, grab the resource and just take it around with you, which is stuff like, if you want to, uh, like, what I generally do with my shops is I will pull out I'll store like guns and whatever ammunition or guns and other items that I've gathered from the wasteland, and I will sell them at my shops and my stores. That way, I don't have to like always go to Diamond City or Bunker Hill or some of the ones that have larger stores already set up when you get them. So I hope that explains uh, what you're going to end up doing. You're going to end up like the place I just went to, the lighthouse. I'm going to go there quite often because I know that I'll have access to excess purified water that I'm going to be wanting to sell to earn lots and lots of caps. Okay, so let's build a basic. I should have just stayed in the build thing. I've got no people that live here, so let's prepare for when I start moving people into this settlement. Once again, who is this guy? He must just be a random provisioner, because see how I can't access him. All right, this place has some potential for a basic farm, so that's cool. And whoa, oh, you know what I'm thinking right now. You know what I'm thinking. We're gonna do a water farm. Let me save, because I generally, like I said, I have before I do anything productive. Man, I'm gonna go crazy with this place. I love it. Okay, let's see where my boundaries are. Okay, right here, good. Okay, let's get rid of you. Oh, oh my gosh, look at all this money. Look at this real estate. I can't believe I didn't come here already. This is beautiful. Okay, go to resources. Let's start building something. I was going to build something basic, but I found this. Okay, I go straight for building as many as the whoopsie. Okay, let's just get started here. 40. I try to cram them into every nook and cranny as I can. Okay, here we go. I love how this one doesn't have any radiation. It seems to me like one should be able to be built there. I mean, what's in the way? Oh, found it. Where'd you go? Where did you go? There. Oh, there we go. All right. Whoops. Outside the build area. Let's get on this side. Woo. Come on. Let's get. Now you may or may not be able to build these right away because of your level or how much resources you've already got. One thing to know about these guys, the max output water pump, the industrial, it requires screws, and I tend to run out of screws and oil with this one like right away. So my advice to you is to find the locations on I think Diamond City. You can get shipments of screws, and anytime you have the ability to okay, see how I switched to the other one? Because I kind of realized that I've built as many of the other. Oh, look at that! I love it when I level up because of building stuff. Um, Now these ones don't require screws. What was I trying to talk about? Yeah, you're gonna have to keep an eye on your resources. I'm running out of oil. Now, also, you got to connect these eventually. You know, I'm just going nuts on building them first. I'll connect them later. How much oil do I got left? 10? Oh yeah. I I don't know if I said it, but I love whenever you're building something, and I love the fact that these don't go heavy on similar resources. I wonder if I could build a big one here. I didn't even know that there was a spot here on this side. Now, another thing is when you're building, I used to build and then connect and build and connect, and I realized that I don't have to do that anymore because I found out how you, if one of them isn't powered, it will. I can build two more. Did I run out of something? It says I have 2 oil. Must be in the water. Okay. I must. Oh, I need 4 resource. No, 2 for this one. Anyway, okay. I think that proves my point. What I was trying to tell you is, you wouldn't be able to do this at a brand new settlement. There's no way, unless you hook up the supply line. So that is the benefit of supply lines. Get that perk set up as soon as possible. Now that I know that this place has such a what do you call it? See, there's my provisioner who I set the supply line up. You'll see them from time to time. Now that I know that this place has is going to be producing a lot of water, I'm going to be setting up a store. So let me go ahead and I know nobody lives here yet, but I might as well do it. I'm gonna a general store, and we're gonna go for this. Looks more more appropriate for this location. All right. So there's a general store. I have nobody nobody lives here. All right, and they're gonna need some place to sleep. So furniture, bed. For now, I'm just gonna make a. I'm just gonna make them sleep on a. Well, hang on. Let's see if I have another spot here. There we go. I'll need a store. I'm probably gonna set somebody up with defense, and I'm gonna need someone for. What else? I think I'll have at least 4 people live here. I know this is pretty awful to do to them, but sleeping arrangements are really cosmetic. Now, you do want to put people. I do know that when you are building places for them to sleep, when there's a roof over their head, it tends to make the population more population happier. Oh, I know why I'm adding another person. I'm going to have someone running my general store, and then I'm going to have someone running a bar, because bars increase happiness as well. So let's go to food and drink. And again, I'm going to go for the most expensive one. And I can move these things later. Once I have more time to or I actually want to spend some time developing this place a little more, I'm going to come back and I'm going to turn on the power, and I am going to turn on all of these water pumps. So let's go ahead and do that. But at this point, I think you understand what I was trying to tell you. How to set up a supply line. Move a person into your compound as soon as possible if you don't already have a beacon turned on. I don't use the beacons anymore because I like to go to my my settlements that have, 15 something people, and I start forcing them to move somewhere else. All right, so let's think. I need 4 people to live here, and I'm gonna set up power. Let's go with the generator. Can I build this one? Yes, I can. Let's put it as close to the water plant as possible. Boom. And I am going to put a pylon, one of these power pylons, here. I like these because they just, to me, they look cool. I don't really know how. I know that you do sometimes need them, like they are necessary. I haven't really found the hold on, what am I trying to say? I haven't seen any of my stuff to where it really required it. I've had no problems with it. With what am I trying to do? With not using them, but I think they're fun to use. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm gonna daisy chain as these together. So as long as you have one that power is running to, then you don't have to connect every single one of these to the generator, as long as you connect them to each other. Okay, now I'm just gonna quickly go in here and attach one to the next, and then I will clean it up post. Because not clean it up, but the ones I'll miss, the ones I'm gonna miss a few. I know I am. But here's what's cool about just making a hot mess in here. You'll see which ones aren't connected later once you turn on the power. Okay, so let's connect these to this pylon, and connect this pylon to, where's the other pylon? And then that pylon's going to connect to this pylon. And this pylon is going to connect to the generator. And let's see what we got so far. Okay, so already we got 110 water, and I'm not even done. So these ones, okay, this is what you're looking for. Anything that's red, you need to start connecting. Okay, so these are good. I didn't miss any of those. Just go through here and see which ones you missed. And there you go. Bam. Just start connecting that. Just play. Just have fun. It's like a game. Get excited about building your water purification farm, man. See, look, that one, no power. Boom, connecting to something. Look at that, and you can see it works. Whatever you see, look. Keep an eye on your water output. See how it just went from whatever to 180. All right, that one's not connected, and you'll know you worked there. So attach wire, and it's going to go from 180 to, bam, 190. All right, so just keep that going. Down at the bottom, you'll see, if you ever forget, if you don't do this in a while, you're like, oh, what was that feature? How do I do that? Look at the bottom HUD and follow the instructions. So what I'm wanting to do is I want to attach a wire, so I'm going to click on that button and then just start moving around until I feel like it's going to connect with something else. Okay, so I just attached a wire to one that doesn't have power. And now I'm going to push attach wire from that one, and I'm going to move it over until I feel like it's connecting to something. There we go. Let me just go over there. Okay, I think it hooked up to something. Let's see here. That one's not connected. And see if we can get to... That one's not connected. There we go. We're just going to keep going around. Try to stay inside your building. That one doesn't have power. Alright. This one shouldn't have power either. And we're going to connect to a pylon. Alright. So I just went around and grabbed ones that weren't powered. And I'm going to go from 190 and we're going to attach the power. See what happens. Bam! 330. Boom! Shakalaka. Alright, so now that that's going on, I'm going to... Here we go. Nothing. 130, 330 to 340. Alright. And just keep going around until you get them all connected. There we go. Oh, see? Missed one. There you go. And that's how you do it. Just don't get overwhelmed. I'm at 360 and I need to find a way to connect. Here's my wire. There we go, 360. There we go, 370. I don't listen to any. That's all I'm doing. I'm just running around here. Boom, boom, boom. I think I got them all. I'm pretty sure I got them all. Either way, I'm really happy with this with this place. Man, I did not expect to come here and see that I had a water farm, the possibility to create this water farm, especially with the output of, I mean, 370, and I'm probably not even done. I'm pretty sure I can squeeze some more in here. Okay, brother. I hope that is helpful. If there's anything I forgot to do to show you, I will try to cover it in another video. Now, lastly, again, I'm going to have to send at least 4 settlers to live here and then assign them to those jobs. Fortunately, you don't have to assign someone to farm the water. Okay, you don't have to have like when you build a crop, you'll have to assign someone to harvest the food resources. But with water purification farms, as far as I know, it's self-sustaining. Yeah, I don't have to have a person actually be here to do that. And also, I think on a side note, or one of the benefits to having not that many people live here, I don't think it'll get attacked as often. Maybe because this has a high resource output, it probably will. It gathers more attention, but we'll figure that out.
What was that?
Holy crud, man! Sneak up on me like that. Does he live here? You don't even live here, man. Oh, he's the caretaker. That's why I can't do anything with it. Anyway, so let me save here. At this point, I think you can you'll understand what you're gonna do. You come back a few days later of in-game time, go to your workstation, and let's see here. Dude, gonna transfer. Look at that. That was just from me salvaging some of the stuff that was around. You know, that piece of wood and stuff. Let me go move some people over here. Let me see. I think Spectacle Island. I have a bunch of people living on Spectacle Island, and I'm not even doing anything with that place yet. It's huge. I haven't decided what the heck I'm gonna do with Spectacle Island. And show supply lines. Oh wait, actually I just need to show my workshops. So I can go to data, workshops, and let's go to Spectacle Island because I know that I have people living there. Boop. That are not doing a dang thing. And I'm gonna move them over here because I got stuff for them to do. I got a store. I tend, the reason why I don't have a lot of people doing anything at Spectacle Island is because it's huge, and I haven't decided what I want to do with that place yet. All right, a do I have a cowbell? I know I have a main area where most of the people are living, and I think it's over here.
Lost track of how many blisters
Whoopsie. This is why I hate working at night. Thing going on here, but all right, I'm gonna build a cow. This is why I have learned over time to build a stinking cowbell or a dinner bell. Resources, miscellaneous, and a bell. Oh crud, I'm getting attacked. You're just ruining my day. Let's follow the gunfire. So if you don't know how to use stats yet, or VATS yet, here's what you do. You click on open up your VATS menu, and you are going to select with R2 is my feature, where I want to hit. I'm going to try to aim for the face and the body, and I'm going to shoot the body twice, and then you accept, and that's it. And you can do it as fast or as slow as possible. So let's bam. And I have built up enough perks that I can execute a critical, but I'm not going to waste it on this guy.
Threat analysis green. Security operation successful. Resuming normal operation.
Okay, let's go find wait, here's all the people. He kind of did me a favor. Let's go see who's unassigned. You're going to move over to what was what was that place? Where did I just build up the boom 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 boom. Come on, tell me what it was. You know where I was. Merler, yeah, there it is. Okay, so you are going to move over to Merler construction site. You're assigned to something. You're assigned to something. You are. Okay, you're productive. Wait, actually, I don't really care about scrap. The scrapper. Here. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. Here we go. Good. Move. Confirm. So that's 2 people that live there. I have 27 food input. I am going to take a few of these people off of the food assignment and move them to my new place. Okay, because I've only got 7 people live here. I got plenty of food coming in at this place right now. And you are going to go to my new place. Construction site. And I'll worry about this place later. Now that I've... And there it is. That's how you are going to send people from one compound to the other. And the reason I'm moving them out of here is because this place, I haven't really figured out what I want to do yet. I know it's going to be a farm, like an insane farm. But I'm more interested in my purified water farms right now. They make me the most money. I will worry about this farm at a later date. So for right now, I have enough beds and enough food input and enough shared water through all my resources, like my other compounds. I don't have to worry about this place yet. Okay, let's get out of build and let's go to save. And I just saw that I have to defend a post. Oh, here's something interesting that happens. If you see that, you got the text where it said defend a post and you're like, I didn't remember what it was. No worries. Go into your Pip-Boy, go to data, and you're going to go to your quest, and then you're going to go down to miscellaneous, and it will tell you. See, it's the very top thing. It says help defend Outpost Zemo. So you're going to toggle that to be active and show on map. Because, we can't always remember where the heck these places are. And where is Outpost Zuma? There it is. Fast travel? Heck yes. And we're probably going to spawn into a heated battle. Alright, well, this was a very intense, I know this is becoming a very long tutorial on supply lines. Oh, yeah, I remember this place. Okay, usually the battle comes from here, and it's a couple of raiders. Machine, that's not where it's coming from. Where are you? Where the heck are you? Let's go and jump in there. And that's why VATS is so useful, in combat. You don't need it for certain battles, but man, it really helps out. I like it. I like using VATS. Where are you coming from? Ooh, ghouls. Oh, see what I mean right there? It slowed it down. Now I'm able to, get a better acquisition point to target. There we go. I think I successfully defended Outpost Zuma. Yeah. Again, this is another area I haven't really developed yet because there's not a lot going on at this place. I don't even have anybody living here as far as I know, but I do have a supply line. Alright. Well, that is I think enough information on how to work supply lines and set up a new establishment. Now again, mine is way more my resources are way more advanced than yours probably at this level in your game. And you know who I'm talking to. You just work with what you got. Set up get in, assess what type of settlement you have, and then go from there. When I first got to the one that I showed you, I very quickly realized that that was going to be optimal for a water purification farming, and I just went nuts on it. And I had already pre-planned for that, not for that place, but I have been gathering the resources needed to build a bunch of those industrial pumps. And so I was already prepared for that. That's why I was able to just go crazy as soon as I got there. Also, I've been selling my excess purified water so that I could have the caps to build to buy those resources, especially the resources for the high end generator. Because I like to just get in and go immediately for that one. It just eliminates having to guess, like, do I have enough generators? Do I have enough power? Turn it on. And I haven't had any issues with the amount of purified water industrial pumps that I've been able to make, like you just saw. I've never had a power issue, and I'm probably overkilling the power, but you know what? I'm having fun with the game. That's how I have fun with it. Just I don't like to worry about it. Just get in, get out. Let's see here. Am I going to say? Let me show you. Let me show you my another. This is an established compound. Okay, so you can have your basic compounds with like 4 people living there, or you can have one where like 20 something people live. This is my a very well established settlement. I've got a workshop. I've got a display. I've got all of my costumes that I've collected out in the wasteland, for special missions or just unique costumes that or outfits that I like to put on mannequins here. Some weapons that I thought were pretty freaking sweet. Put them on display. Let's see here, and then here's my workshop. This is where I collect and display my power armor sets. There we go. And then here is also where I build my robots. Right there, my robot workstation. You can actually that's a add-on that
You know what I call a good day?
you can have, and you can build your own robots. Here's kind of what's going on in the wasteland. Again, this is a very well established settlement versus just getting in there having a setup for 4 people. Let's take you upstairs. I want to show you the bar. So this is where my settlers go after hours, and they do come here. If you set up a bar and you give them places to sit, they will at the end of the day when the sun goes down, they do come up here. There's something in their programming that makes them want to go and relax, and they'll sit down at the bar. I mean, she's here all day long, and then she only stops working when it's time for everybody to go to bed. All right. You probably don't have to build something as large as this. Oh, and then on the third floor is where all of my settlers live. So they get off work, come to the bar, chill out, and then they go upstairs to their living quarters. So I've got they double bunk. I've got them all, 2x2. I didn't have to go this crazy. I could have just given them sleeping bags like I did at that one place. But I don't know. I felt like I really wanted to do something nice for Sanctuary. And again, this was built years ago, before a lot of the new add-ons gave me access to some of the cooler building cosmetics. I think I did a pretty dang good job of creating something that was, at the time, pretty upscale for Fallout 4 Wasteland standards. All right, let's see if she's here. I love this lady. Okay, so Carla has access to, I think, screws. So let me go into
Hope you ain't here for me.
my workstation, see if I've got some
So
purified
this what
water.
we doing now?
Whoa, yeah. Yes, this is what we do now. I forgot that I had speech to text comments enabled. That caught me off guard. Miscellaneous. I think it's in miscellaneous. I'm looking for purified water. Aid, I mean, it's an aid. Purified water. There, nope. There we go. 108. That's cool. So I'm gonna take these over to Carla, and I'm gonna trade them. I'm gonna barter trade. I'm not using my money.
Why do
Hey,
you
Carla.
live stream
Need to
6
pick
times a
something up?
day?
Road's pretty long from here.
Well, what I try to do is I try to live stream a certain topic, and that's kind of what ends up happening. I kind of have gone a little excess on this one.
Let's see what you have.
This was supposed to just be a simple how to set up a supply line in a new settlement, and then it just went crazy. All right, I'm looking for her shipments. I want to get screw whatever she has, whatever shipments she's got. Oh, and bobby pins. I love bobby pins. So junk. Let's go all the way down to the bottom, and we should start seeing shipments. Okay, here we go. Concrete, copper. I'd use a lot of copper, and I use a lot of oil, and I use a lot of screw. There we go. I told you. So Carla has access to. Oh, there's my alarm. It's telling me I got adult things
Why
to do.
are you dressed as Deadpool?
Who's Deadpool? My daughter thinks this is Spider-Man. You know, why not? Why not dress as Deadpool while you're playing games? You know what? Nobody wants to talk to me or see me. Let's see, what else do I need? Steel. Definitely use a lot of steel. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so if you look over while you're purchasing your items, a couple of things to keep in mind. How much caps does she have? She has 784 caps, and I'm about to give her a little over 3,000. But if I go to my inventory and go back to my purified water, aid. There we go. I'm going to give that all to her. That's going to reduce some of it. So I'm going to give her a little over 17,000 worth of caps. It's going to take, look at that. I mean, I love water purification farms because this is what it does for you. You can just buy as much resources as you can get from them. Of the ones keep in mind the ones I generally buy all the resources from her, but right now I'm just gonna buy those 3 shipments that I know I need. And we're not done. Here's what I also do. I go to ammo. I've only got 3 weapons that I use at this point, and I only use 45 rounds and 2mm electric charges, and that's pretty much it. Those are my go-to weapons at this point in the game. So I just sell everything else, except for I'm actually not gonna sell cannonballs because I I want to start using my cannonball gun. It's kind of cool. Flame refuel, yeah. I'm just selling everything I don't need until I get her down to where I've taken all of her. If I can, I'm gonna do it to her. I've taken all of her money. Let's see, fusion cells. Yep, I don't use those. So it's going to get me 234 caps. So we're still in the green. She's right now going to, if I end the transaction right now, she's going to take away 281 of my caps. Now, considering we started off where I was going to owe her a little over 3,000. Okay, fusion cores. If you see right here, all of these cores are still at 100%. These are at like 90 and below. I'm going to look for the ones that are almost depleted, or basically 70% or lower if I have any. Nope. Okay, so these are all ones that I'm not going to sell. But you can deplete your fusion cores all the way down to like 1 or 5% or whatever if you time it right. Take it out of your power armor before it's expired, before it's completely expended. When that little alarm goes off while you're wearing your power armor, take it out and keep it in your inventory, and you can still make 100 caps off of it, even though it's almost fully used. Okay, I think I made my point with how I make money and buy, sell, trade, and keep myself making money versus losing money. We're gonna go ahead and end this transaction. Alrighty.
Are you not hot while wearing that?
I'm hot all the time. I don't have to be wearing this to be hot.
Huh?
All right, let's see. And again, after I do do something, I generally save because, oh my gosh, I can't stand when I've done something productive and then bam, it's all for naught. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Let me show you what I've done with Sanctuary. This is a cool something cool I had fun with. I built an arena. Again, this all kind of connects with what I was telling you earlier. Setting up a basic settlement versus what an established settlement might look like. I built an arena out here, and so this is what these things are able to do. These little cages. So you're going to go to the resource, and you're going to go to cages, and you'll be able to trap. This one will trap a ghoul. This one will trap a gunner, and this one will trap a Mirelurk, whatever they're called. And what I ended up doing is I made it so that whenever I turn off the power, once it's trapped, these guys, it takes like a week or something of in-game time. Turn off the power, and then the doors open. And as soon as the doors open, it's Thunderdome, baby. Fight to the death. And then, so before this happens, I have this too. It's a quitting time siren. It will bring all of my settlers to come over here. They don't usually go up into the stands. I just built that for just to add the aesthetic of this being an arena. Let's go upstairs and see how my arena is set up. You got to get clever with building though. These things don't always lock into place. Sometimes you have to build like a floor piece to get something to attach to something else, and then you can delete it, and that item will still stay in its spot. So here's my nosebleed section, VIP section. Here's kind of like we're just happy to be here section. You know, not really the best seats. Here's a bar where you can go and you mingle in between matches. You know. Let's see. I think I have a couple of people I used to have some mats out here. People were actually sleeping out here. They wanted to be first in line. I took those away. Those guys are getting on my nerves. All right, so let's see. Here's the kind of water farming that I'm doing at Sanctuary. So let's see here. You first arrive in Sanctuary, and you have a checkpoint. I got a couple of turrets. Raiders attack from here all the time. This is where they come. They come up river or stream, whatever, and they make their way into Sanctuary. Right here is one of the entry points. So I made this. So if I'm here in time, then I can just jump up here and pick them off without having to allow them to get into the compound. And I've got a couple of settlers assigned to guard these posts. And as you can see, no one is actually here. What happens is if you assign a couple of settlers to man your security, like I did this robot, they will travel. They will spend a certain amount of time at one, and then they will move to the next one, and so on around your compound, unless you have a settler assigned to each one.
Auto.
Say that again? Grand Theft Auto? Okay, here's another entry point for raiders to come in. So they'll come in through the front, and then they'll also come around. See this this bridge here? Feral ghouls and raiders love coming into Sanctuary through these points right here, which is why I've got, as you can see, look at that. Yeah, they tripped my trap, and Does it need repairs?
Yes, play Grand Theft Auto.
I do not have Grand Theft Auto, actually. I used to, but I don't have that anymore. Fallout is kind of my jam right now. Because
Easy living?
I started playing this game when it first came out, and then my brother just recently purchased it, which is why I'm doing all these tutorial type videos, because he's constantly asking me questions about the game, and I figured it's easier just for him to watch the video if and whenever he gets
Get
around
Grand
to it.
Theft Auto.
Are you wanting me to get Grand Theft Auto so I can play it and do live streaming as my cosplays? Oh, here's another cosplay that I do. Let me see here. This is one of my go-to. This is one of my go-to cosplays. I'll
Yes.
dress in my Mikey suit and play some games. Let's see here. Whoops. Look at that. You know what? My alarm went off about 15 minutes ago, which means I'm really got a wedding to go to. And I need to start getting ready. Let me go to transfer all the resources I just bought from Carla. Okay, well, I'll actually look into that. I'll look into which Grand Theft Auto. There's what my favorite one is Vice City. Store all junk. Good to go. Okay, thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know which Grand Theft Auto that you're wanting me to look into, and if I missed anything about what this video was intentionally meant to be, or if there is a cosplay that
3 or 4.
3 or 4. Okay, just remind me. Drop a. I'd really appreciate that. The feedback is just remind me in the comments which one and your gamer tag or whatever it is, so I can be sure and let everybody know who inspired me getting Grand Theft Auto. All right, thanks for watching and being interactive. I will be back tonight or tomorrow after this wedding is over. Have fun in the wasteland, guys.